Hey everyone, and welcome back to our series of videos exploring angels as we dive into the mystical realm of Messianic Judaism. We delve into the fascinating realm of angels, seeking to unravel their mysterious hierarchy. We begin by examining the class of angels known as Erelim. Discover how their mention in the scriptures is intertwined with historical events and national tragedies. Next, we move on to explore the Ophanim, or galgalim, angels who never rest and guard the throne of God. Uncover the significance of the wheels within wheels in the heavenly realm and their connection to the vision of the prophet Ezekiel. Finally, we immerse ourselves in the majestic realm of the Hayyot Ha-Kodesh, or living creatures, who are the highest rank of angels in Judaism. Learn how they guide mystics in their spiritual journeys and the trials that await believers. Today, let's delve into the realm of Erelim, a class of angels whose existence is derived from a verse in the book of Isaiah, depicting the threatening invasion of Jerusalem by Sennacherib during the reign of King Hezekiah. While Jewish and Kabbalistic texts attribute various functions to the Erelim, including roles within the heavenly host, they are most commonly associated with moments of death and national tragedy. They appear in many angelic hierarchies, often holding the first place among the 10 orders of angels, but in Maimonides' view, they hold the third. The term Erelim, or Elim, is found only in Isaiah. It's a rather mysterious word, and traditional Jewish interpretation considers it a reference to warrior angels. So, modern Jews and Christians often translate it as heroes or valiant ones. Quote, "Behold, their brave ones cry in the streets, the ambassadors of peace weep bitterly." At first glance, this passage seems unrelated to angelic beings. But the word translated as ambassadors is actually Malek, the same word usually translated as angels. Reading the text this way adds an intriguing layer to the narrative. In apocryphal writings, the angel Ariel, meaning Lion of God, is often regarded as a warrior angel with the head of a lion. Some scholars even suggest an etymological connection between Erelim or Lim and the lion-headed angel Ariel. Recognizing the conceptual link between Erelim and Ariel, another passage takes on new significance. 2 Samuel 23:20. Benaiah, son of Jehoiada, was a valiant fighter from Kabseel, who performed great exploits. He struck down Moab's 2 mightiest warriors. He also went down into a pit on a snowy day and killed a lion. Some scholars speculate that the phrase Ariel's sons in this context refers to some kind of semi-lion, semi-human beings, as they are distinguished from the lion that Benaiah also kills in this verse. The question arises, why not use the same word if they were just lions too? In light of what we've seen with Erelim and Ariel, warrior angels of God, could it be that these 2 sons of Ariel were some similar spiritual beings, perhaps demonic or fallen angels? Perhaps the sons of Ariel were warrior demons, while Erelim were warrior angels. Scholars note that Satan, the king of demons, is often likened to a lion. The first epistle of Peter 5:8 says, "Be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour." In any case, Benaiah seems to have something against lions. In summary, we do not know what this word means. But in the context, Malachim, other angels, God's armies, and so on are mentioned. Ancient Jews believed that this word specifically referred to warrior angels. There is probably an etymological connection between this word and the apocryphal angel Ariel. Yet modern translators blatantly mistranslate the word Malachim and impose a fabricated meaning of the word Erelim to support their naturalistic bias. And we move on to the Ophanim, alternatively spelled as Ophanim, also known as galgalim. The Ophanim never sleep and guard the throne of God. In Christian angelology, they are also referred to as thrones. Overall, most of these descriptions stem directly from Ezekiel's vision, as there are essentially no other detailed sources. These wheels are associated with a passage from Daniel 7:9. As I looked, thrones were set in place, and the Ancient of Days took his seat. His clothing was as white as snow. The hair of his head was white like wool. His throne was flaming with fire, and its wheels were all ablaze. Moreover, Ezekiel contains numerous other quotes with similar descriptions. For example, I looked at these creatures and saw wheels on the ground beside them, 1 wheel beside each of the 4 creatures. The appearance and structure of the wheels were like gleaming chrysolite, and all 4 looked alike. Each appeared to be made like a wheel intersecting a wheel. As they moved, they would go in any one of the 4 directions the creatures faced. The wheels did not change direction as the creatures went. Their rims were high and awesome, and all four rims were full of eyes all around. When the living creatures moved, the wheels beside them moved, and when the living creatures rose from the ground, the wheels also rose. Wherever the spirit would go, they would go, and the wheels would rise along with them, because the spirit of the living creatures was in the wheels. When the creatures moved, they also moved. When the creatures stood still, they also stood still, and when the creatures rose from the ground, the wheels rose along with them, because the spirit of the living creatures was in the wheels. Spread out above the heads of the living creatures was what looked something like a vault, sparkling like crystal and awesome. Under the vault their wings were stretched out one toward the other, and each had two wings covering its body. When the creatures moved, I heard the sound of their wings, like the roar of rushing waters, like the voice of the Almighty, like the tumult of an army. When they stood still, they lowered their wings. Quite a frightening description, wouldn't you agree? As you can understand, these wheels move alongside the winged cherubim under the throne of God. The four wheels move in conjunction with the cherubim because they have the faces of creatures. They say that they were the actual wheels of the Lord's heavenly chariot. Quote, the four wheels had rims and spokes, and their rims were full of eyes all around. Ophanim are mentioned in some prayers, but that's about it. As I mentioned, the higher the rank of the angels, the less we know about them and the less they are described. This fits into my mind in the following way. They are so grand and incomprehensible to the human mind that they cannot even be described. It's like describing a four-dimensional space while being in a three-dimensional one. In the Jewish angelic hierarchy, thrones and these wheel-like Ophanim are different beings. This is also true in the Kabbalistic hierarchy of angels. Let's move on to the first place in Maimonides' hierarchy, the Hayyot Ha-Kodesh, literally the living beings, described in the vision of the prophet Ezekiel about the heavenly chariot. According to Jewish and Christian tradition, there are four living beings, although their description depends on the source. The symbolic representation of the four living beings in religious art, especially Christian art, is called a tetramorph. The angels of the Hayyot Ha-Kodesh are the highest rank of angels in Judaism. They are known for their enlightenment and are responsible for maintaining the throne of God, as well as keeping the earth in its proper position in the cosmos. The Hayyot are the angels of the Merkabah who guide mystics on journeys through heaven during prayer and meditation. Jewish believers identify the angels of the Hayyot Ha-Kodesh as the four living beings described by the prophet Ezekiel in his famous vision in the Torah and Bible, where these beings are often referred to as cherubim and thrones. You see, it's all very intricate. Some beings can be other beings, while others are those beings. The Hayyot Ha-Kodesh radiate such powerful light that they often appear to be made of fire. This light, or fire, represents their passion for God and how they reflect God's glory. Leader of all angels, Archangel Michael, is associated with the element of fire, which is also connected with all the highest angels of God, such as the Hayyot. In Kabbalah, the famous Archangel Metatron leads the Hayyot Ha-Kodesh. Metatron guides them, and they seek to unite the energy of the Creator, the energy of God, with creation, including all human beings created by God. When energy flows freely, as intended by God, people can feel the right balance in their lives. The Hayyot Ha-Kodesh serve as heavenly guides for believers who believe in the Merkabah. In the Merkabah, angels act as metaphorical chariots, bearing divine creative energy to people who seek to learn more about God and become closer to Him. The angels of the Hayyot Ha-Kodesh present spiritual trials to believers whose souls journey through the heavens during prayer and meditation. These angels guard the metaphorical gates that divide different parts of the sky. As believers pass their tests, the Hayyot Ha-Kodesh open the gates to the next level of trials, bringing believers closer to God's throne in the highest part of heaven. They are also considered in Judaism as angels who appeared in the form of a fiery chariot and horses to take the prophet Elijah to heaven at the end of his earthly life. In this well-known story from the Torah and Bible, the Hayyot Ha-Kodesh, whom other believers refer to as thrones because of this story, miraculously transport Elijah to heaven, sparing him from experiencing death like other humans. In conclusion, our exploration of the hierarchy of angels has provided us with fascinating insights into the celestial realm. From the warrior angels of Erelim to the enigmatic Hayyot Ha-Kodesh, each class of angels plays a crucial role in spiritual traditions and mystical experiences. By delving into these topics, we gain a deeper understanding of the divine and the unseen forces that shape our world. We invite you to continue this journey with us by subscribing to our channel and exploring more content on spirituality and mysticism. If you found this video insightful and thought-provoking, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more enlightening content. By subscribing, you'll stay updated on our latest videos and join a community of like-minded individuals on a quest for spiritual knowledge. We also encourage you to share your own understanding of angels in the comments below. What role do you believe angels play in our lives, and how has your perception of them evolved? Your insights contribute to the rich tapestry of spiritual discourse, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for watching, and until next time, may you be guided by the light of the angels on your journey. Stay curious, stay enlightened, and stay connected.